What's going on YouTube? I'm Wayne. This is Wayne's Fish World. Welcome back to another video, guys. For people who haven't seen my channel before, welcome. Hope you guys stick around. I got lots of great videos out there. But today, we're going to be talking about a beginner subject. So some of you moderates and experts out there, you guys aren't going to like this video as much. You might, so stick tuned. Refresh your skills. The wise ones practice the basics, right? So, we're going to be talking about how to acclimate fish into your tank. How to add new fish into your aquarium. Now, for you beginners out there, you guys probably had a fish or two, or maybe this is your first fish. And you're probably wondering, can I just throw it in there? What's wrong with that? Well, there's a lot of reasons what's wrong with that. And some of the people who had fished before probably wondered, well, how come when I put my fish in the tank, they're panting, they're laying on the gravel, they die within the next few hours, the next few days, they're hiding, or it takes a really long time for them to come around? First of all, it's because you shock the living hell out of them. It's like going from breathing fresh air to breathing ammonia or Windex or bleach. It's that bad for the fish, really it is. It's stressful for them and it's hard on their bodies. You have to remember, the water is their air and it's more than their air. It's a lot to them, so you have to be careful with it. You have to take things slow. That's a great thing to learn in this hobby. You have to take things slow. Be patient with it. So guys, if you're wondering how come your fish keeps dying after you put it in your tank, you need to learn how to cycle an aquarium. And if you guys want to learn how to cycle an aquarium, check this video out right here. I highly suggest that video, guys, because you want to learn how to cycle your tank. So, let's say you learn how to cycle a tank, and you already know how to do that. Why can't I just throw the fish in there? Well, the water in this bag is very different from the water in your tank. In this bag, the nitrates might have went up, the ammonia might have went up. If it's salt water, the salinity might be different, the pH might be different. In a bag, your pH will be different. The oxygen levels are different. Temperature is going to be different. So what you're going to want to do is slowly adjust these. So instead of cutting this bag open or taking the clip off it and throwing all your fish in there, there's a couple steps that you want to do to ensure the health of your fish in your bag and the fish in your tank. Because believe it or not, you don't want to put this nasty water in there because it might have something bad from the fish store. You never know. I've learned it the hard way. If you don't believe me, check out this video right here. I had a disease called velvet bottom from the fish store, and it killed 31 of my fish that used to be in this tank. So, what you want to do is float the bag for 15 minutes. If you have more delicate fish, you can float the bag for longer. I don't recommend anything over an hour. When you float the bag, what you're going to want to do is turn out all the lights on your tank. But obviously, I'm doing it for viewing purposes. Now, I've already floated this bag for about 20 minutes. So next thing you want to do is find yourself a container, a bucket, a container, something to put the fish in. What you're going to want to do, and I've got 6 albino cory cats in here because I have one little albino cory cat that I'm about to make a video on, you guys. I'm bringing back the species videos, and don't worry guys, subscriber highlight is coming back. But what you're going to want to do is pop your bag open. Take it in your hand, slowly pour it, tilt the bucket on the side. Go ahead and tilt the bucket on its side and slowly pour the water out along with the fish. You guys can see there's 6 little cory cats in the bucket. Now if you tilt your water up and the water level's too low, what you can do to fix that is go ahead and take something and prop it on its side. And what that's going to do is take all that water and push it to one level so you'll have deeper water in your tank. The next step is adding new water to the fish. Now you can do this by either floating the bag and slowly pouring water into the bag every 5 minutes or 15 minutes or 30 minutes, or taking a cup and pour a little bit of water in the bucket, but this is my favorite way. And also guys, I already have an acclimation video, but I like acclimation videos, and I want to shoot another one. If you want to see my old one, check this video out right here. What you want to do is take some airline tubing you found from your air pump. You can buy this at Walmart, local fish store, PetSmart, Petco, anywhere. Lowe's, Home Depot, you know who you are. And yeah, that was a little bit of a shout out. Stick in the airline tubing and give it a suck. The key is that this has to be lower than this in order to create a siphon. And this might not work at the level I'm at, but go ahead and give it a suck. And you can see water is dripping down. Now what I can do is tighten this to decrease the rate. Stick this in the bucket, and luckily my siphon didn't break. And what I'm going to do, you can put a clamp on this, but since I'm filming, I'm just going to stick some fish food on there. Water is slowly dripping from my tank into this bucket. I'm going to come back in like 30 minutes or an hour. Water level is only this high in the bucket. It can't fill up that high in 30 minutes to an hour. But be sure to monitor it, guys. Be careful. Do not neglect these things. If you're new to this and you haven't done it before, I recommend staying by and watching the fish behavior and just making sure it doesn't overflow. Alright guys, the fish are just about ready to get released into the new home. Alright, well there's only really one thing left to do. That's put the fish in the tank. Now you guys are probably wondering, where's the net? Well, I don't believe in nets, unless it's a fish that you can't touch, like a lionfish. Even then, I would use a bucket or some kind of big container. But I believe in not using net, especially with plecos, maroon clownfish, anything with spiky fins or anything that get caught in a fin, yellow tang spine on its tail, because it's just not good. Your hands, if you do this correctly, will be so much easier, less stressful, and just overall better for the fish. Just make sure you wash your hands thoroughly with clean water, no soaps. So, what you want to do is be gentle. Don't force the fish in your hand. Don't squeeze hard, but you really want to just take your hand into the bucket, slowly edge around the fish, and just, you don't want to scare it. Slowly let the water pour out, and just grasp the fish, bring it to the tank, hold it into the tank to let it know it's alright, and let it go. Well guys, like, what the hell just happened? And I'm going to repeat that process with all 5. I got lucky that time. Same thing again. Release. I'm free! Holy crap. I know you guys can't see this. Let me move the bucket. But the old albino Cory cat is like the size of my pinky, and the new guys are like the size of my pinky nail. It's crazy. Last one. That's it. All 6 are in. Now this water right here, even if your tank is low, do not put this water back in your tank, because just watch this video right here where I lose 31 fish because of something from other waters, put it that way. Now guys, what you're probably going to see is your fish hiding. It's not going to be out at first. You have to give it a little time to adjust. When you go to a new school, when you move, whatever, a new job, you're not going to feel at home yet. You have to give it time to adjust. They will come around. If they're not eating automatically, they're going to come around. You just have to give them a little bit of time. Now, if fish are picking on the new fish, well, the established fish own this tank. This is their territory. You got somebody coming in their territories. You got the crips going to the bloods going to the crips. There's going to be a little tension at first. But give it a couple days, and that should go away. Also, you can reduce that by cutting your lights off, like I said. And this is a tip I found out. Alright, I fed my fish, and I forgot to film it. Before you introduce a new fish, feed your existing fish. That way, it brings down the aggression. Like when you're hungry, you get a little bit snappy. same thing. You feed your fish, they're going to be more worried about the food than what's coming into their tank. So guys, I hope you like this video. Comment, rate, subscribe, share it, favorite it. Thumbs up, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, later. Well, guess what, guys? You guys finally learned how to put fish in your tank. Some of you guys already knew, but the question is, how many fish can I put in my tank? If you guys want to learn that, check this video out right here. I highly recommend it. And now, let's see how little Cory cats are doing in the tank.